Virgo, this week, a little bit of being strong, a little bit of maybe feeling defeated. I know I'm being horrible, 2 horrible cards, followed by, some optimism, I think we can say. Let's see which cards you have. I'm sorry, Virgo, but every once in a while I have to be a little horrible, and this week it's it for you. Well, we start off with the Tower, and the Tower card, it usually means that everything in your world is going to fall apart. However, I've looked deeply at this Tower card because I've always feared it whenever it came up in any of my readings for me and other readers doing it for me, and I'm like, oh God, what's going to happen? I can't cope with this. But actually, really, the Tower card isn't necessarily like your whole world is going to fall apart, because I do think that's a little bit of high drama. But I very much feel that this is a card where you need to be super strong. You need to be built like the Tower to circumnavigate things that are going on around you that aren't of your making. Now, if we look in the picture, we've got all the waves going around the bottom of the Tower, but annihilating all the other buildings that are around near the Tower, and the lightning is striking the Tower. Yes, that's everybody's problems, everybody's issues. Now, that could go one of 2 ways. Have you got loads of people coming to you, or you've got a particular friend coming to you who's always going on about how terrible their life is? Well, if you have, here's a key tip for you. And that key tip is, tell them, what are you going to do about your problem? Because you're fresh out of ideas. I mean, you've told them and you've told them and you've told them. Or is it that you find yourself in a situation where everybody or several people or several things are happening around you that are very, very difficult? It's a difficult time, and that you've got to be strong for everyone, and you've got to hold it together for everyone. Because by holding it together for everyone, you learn how to walk into a different mode, and that's one where your coping mechanisms are at best. There's no panic. So in some ways, this card comes to you to tell you to step into a different role where you're more objective. You've got to be very strong in a situation whereby you are the person who is having to help everybody else and mastermind what's going on around you. However, your next card is the 10 of Swords. Now, I really have been horrible, and I'm so sorry, Virgo. And ultimately, this card isn't pretty. And with the Tower, it's not so clever either. However, I'm going to stick with what I've already said to you, whereby with this Tower card, I want you to be super strong. This card says that you will transition into a better version of you. Whereas before, if we read the negative sides of these 2 cards, they're saying, oh, my world is falling apart. And then we get to this one, I really can't cope. I can't do this anymore. However, where you get to a point in your life where you go, I just cannot do this anymore, you don't get off the planet. You do a 360, and that 360 is making a transition. Make that transition this week for the good of your own health, for your good of your mentality, to know that if you keep doing the same old, it's not going to work for you. Ultimately, don't let patterns keep repeating. Do something that's infinitely more positive, infinitely better, and out of this you can grow, you will grow, and life will become so much better. And why am I saying this? Because your next card is the 3 of Wands, and this card gives you a conclusion. It gives you an ability to look further ahead, to dream all the things that you've been wanting to dream. And maybe, sometimes when we come to the end of something, it has to fall apart so we can start all over again. And here, the 3 of Wands is all about your ship coming in. I'm sure I've had this in your readings many a times, Virgo, over the last couple of years. But your ship coming in, good things are coming towards you. And also, whilst things are coming towards you so you can receive nice things, you can look further afield, you can look ahead, you can dream. You've got 3 wands here, so this is about being creative and dreaming, imagining what you would like and how you would like it. So once you've come away from the death becomes you aspect here on the 10 of Swords, you can go, okay, so I've done a 360. I'm not having this happen to me anymore. I've had enough. I'm finished. I'm done with it all. Now you can allow yourself to start moving forwards. On some readings, I could say you can go overseas because you're looking over water to another shore, or you could get on a ship and travel somewhere, or you can go on a holiday. Wherever this falls in your life and whatever this is about, ultimately within the metaphor, it's saying life can be so much better and you can entertain something new. This week, Virgo, I'm really sorry. Big apologies. I'd like to be bright and bouncy and all things nice and positive, but out of something negative that we started out on, we have ended on a fabulous positive. And I really hope you like my content, and if you do, please like my videos, please subscribe to my channels, and please pop me a comment as to what's going on, because I really like to know, and I love writing back to you. Love reading all your comments, it's great. And guess what, Virgo? I'll see you next week. Bye.